You think you are a beast and can handle some seriously hard workouts? Then you have come to the right place. While most CrossFit workouts can be tough, today we will be talking about the most difficult CrossFit workouts on the planet. These workouts are not for beginners. Attempt them at your own risk. Let's get to it. Kicking off the list at number 10, we have Jenny. If you are looking for a WOD that will blast your legs, then this is the one for you. While the weight isn't very heavy on this one, it is 20 minutes straight of squats and 400-meter runs. Believe me, all of it adds up, and by the end, your legs will be like rubber if you even make it all the way through. Make sure you don't have a workout scheduled for the next day or much walking either for that matter, since your legs might not be very useful. Next up, we have another CrossFit classic that will kick your butt. The Filthy 50. The name comes from the fact that it features 50 reps of each exercise and the fact that it sucks. The good thing about this workout is you get a nice variety of exercises. The bad part is there is a lot to this bad boy. No matter how good of shape you are in, you will be at this one for a while just because of the sheer number of reps you have to do overall. This WOD is more of a marathon than a sprint, so be sure to pace yourself for the long haul. In 8th place, we have Murf. This infamous CrossFit WOD is done in memory of Navy Lieutenant Michael Murphy. This WOD was one of his favorites, and performing it on Memorial Day is a way to honor him and other fallen soldiers. It's a tradition within CrossFit, serving as a tribute to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. This is the most common of all the hero WODs and is one that many perform on Memorial Day. This WOD can take over an hour, so be sure to pace yourself. Murf can also be partitioned, which means you can break up the pull-ups, push-ups, and squats. One common way to partition it is to run 1 mile, then do 20 rounds of 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, and 15 squats to make it a bit easier to get through. Try that and going without the vest if you are unable to do this workout RX. This next hero WOD honors U.S. Air Force Major Lucas Gaza Gruente. Gaza is a ballbuster of a workout that demands patience. With 5 miles of running mixed with high-rep pull-ups, push-ups, kettlebell swings, and box jumps, it's a grueling challenge. A good time for this workout is anything under 1 hour. The combination of distance and intense movements will push your body to its limits, so pace yourself and scale back if needed to finish strong. Next, we have a real ball buster of a workout with the 7. This WOD is named for the 7 CIA officers who were killed by a suicide bomber at a remote base in southeastern Afghanistan in 2009. The 7 is no joke. 7 rounds of 7 exercises for 7 reps that will beat you into the ground. For the first round or two, you might feel like all is well and that this workout isn't so bad, but by the 3rd round, it will hit you and you will be hating life. The middle 3 or 4 rounds absolutely suck and will make you want to quit. The last round or so, you get the motivation of knowing you are almost finished. The good thing about this workout is when you finish, you will feel like a god for having made it through. This next workout doesn't look so bad. That is, until you see the part where you have to continue until you complete 100 thrusters. TJ is next, and it is named in honor of United States Marine Corps Private First Class, Anthony T.J. Antel Jr. If you want a WOD that will turn your upper body into rubber, then this is the one to go to. And the thrusters aren't exactly easy on the legs either. This is another workout that you are going to need a good amount of strength for, or you are not going to be able to get it done. Also, there are a lot of CrossFitters that don't really do much in the way of bench pressing, so that could be a big weakness for many of you on this one. Don't be ashamed to scale back. You won't be alone. Coming in at number 4, we have Tilman. This beast of a workout is in honor of former NFL star Pat Tilman, who left the NFL to serve in the Army in May 2002 and was killed in the mountains of Afghanistan. This workout features some pretty heavy deadlifts mixed with sprints and pull-ups. This WOD is a faster-paced workout that won't take as long as many of the others on the list, but it will leave you on the floor. The nice part is, it does have a 45-second rest between rounds. The bad part is, it feels more like 15 seconds. Since these deadlifts will be too heavy for many of you, feel free to scale back to match your fitness level. Now, we have reached the top 3 of the most brutal CrossFit workouts on the planet, the worst of the worst, so to speak. At number 3, we have Clovis. This workout is done to honor U.S. Army 2nd Lieutenant Clovis T. Ray of San Antonio, who was killed on March 15, 2012, in Afghanistan. This WOD will likely take the most time of any on the list. Just running 10 miles is no picnic itself and could take an hour and a half or more. Then after you are wiped out from running 10 miles, you have to do 150 burpee pull-ups on top of that. This one will really test your cardio levels and your mental toughness at the same time. In second place, we have McGee, which is done in honor of U.S. Marine Corporal Ryan C. McGee, who was killed on March 15th, 2012 in Afghanistan. This one is a real bruiser. A half hour of heavy deadlifts with push-ups and box jumps mixed in. There aren't really a lot of push-ups or box jumps though, so it's basically a heavy deadlift-a-thon. By the time this one is done, your back and hamstrings will be on fire, and you will likely be on the floor in the fetal position, wondering why you decided to do that to yourself. An easy way to scale this back is to use less weight on the deadlifts or the time. We have finally reached the top. This is the most difficult and brutal WOD on the planet. This workout is done to honor of Robert James Bob Kalsu, who played for the Buffalo Bills in the NFL in 1968. He then left the team to fulfill his ROTC obligation with the Army. He went on to serve his country in the Vietnam War and was killed in action. This is it, the ultimate CrossFit workout. Born from the hardcore athletes at CrossFit football, this workout is an absolute beast. Burpees and thrusters on their own are tough, but combined in this WOD, they hit a whole new level of brutal. I gave it a shot RX and couldn't make it through without scaling back. A lot of people come into this thinking they can just pace it out with 5 thrusters per minute and cruise to a 20-minute finish, but it's not that simple. Once you hit around 40 thrusters, most will hit a wall and have to dial back the thrusters per minute, sometimes down to 1 or even none. It's easy to get overconfident and knock out too many thrusters early on. Exactly what happened to me. If you can hold back and pace yourself, you've got a better shot at finishing, but there's no easy way to survive this one. If you manage to finish RX, you're a total badass, no matter your time. There you have the 20 most brutal CrossFit workouts on the planet. Many of you may need to scale these back, especially the more difficult ones. If you try any of these workouts, post your time and a review of the workout below. We would love some feedback. Let us know if we forgot any brutal WODs that should be on this list as well. Also, make sure to like and subscribe. We need all the help we can get.